Good evening. Welcome to our FwD Media Broadcast. Friends with Disabilities. FwD is a 501c3 nonprofit community benefit organization. Our mission is to reach out to the community of individuals with disabilities in order to educate and promote inclusion. We believe together we can make a difference, such as building connections and relationships, emotional support, sharing relevant information, exhibiting proper etiquette. Please feel free to share today's broadcast with as many people as you know. Also, feel free to comment or ask questions in the comment sections as you're watching. If you're watching YouTube Live, display us on your smart TV for your entire family and friends to watch. But now, let's get into today's broadcast.
Hey, welcome to our next segment, substance abuse. Now, we all know what substance abuse is. It's the abuse of substances. Just depends on what substance you're talking about. Well, my topic tonight is alcohol because that is the substance that has really touched my life. And I'm not saying in a good way. But we all have issues, and this is why we're doing this. So, first of all, I'm gonna tell you I'm wearing this mask because I'm in Corona protocol to isolate myself. I was around people who did contract it, but I never have, but I'm being responsible, which I advise you to be as well. I have been vaccinated, so I don't think that I'll be coming down with Corona, but I just wanted to be safe. So that's why I'm wearing a mask. We have people in the studio tonight. People are watching, people are here supporting. So I thought I would be responsible and wear this mask. Now this won't happen again. It's just one of those things that we have to deal with. Now with that being said, tonight I am going to share with you my soliloquy about my battle with alcoholism. Now, I've said it all in an audio interview with myself that I will share with you momentarily. Now, I declined to be on television or on camera during this time because I'm very camera shy, people. I'm like petrified of being on TV. I don't like it at all. And everybody knows that about me. So this is special for me to even be doing this. It's hard. But I don't want to be a coward. I want to show strength. So I'm here addressing you live right now. But following this, you will hear an audio. And then I'll come back and let you know what else is going on. But this is how it's going to go. I will share my interview with you. Then I will come back and I'll introduce Tracy Coleman, who will be our feature tonight for being a double amputee, and Friends with Disabilities, we highlight a disability every month, and for this month it'll be amputees. And you guys are really gonna enjoy the interview, so stay tuned with us. I also wanna thank God for bringing Mr. and Mrs. Tony Rositas back to health. They both contracted the Corona, but they're getting better, and things are getting better. So I thank God for that. That's beautiful. That's my production team. They make what's going on right now, they make it happen. So we thank them. And listen, guys, at Friends with Disabilities, we keep it real. And what you're about to hear is coming straight from my heart. So I want you to pay attention. And if there's any way we can help, we're gonna help. We're right here. We will answer the phone. We will talk to you. We will provide resources that you need. If you are suffering from any type of substance, we have phone numbers, we have contacts, emails, people that will show up to help you. See, we've been blessed and we have resources and we have money. So we are able to help anybody who needs help. Now, we're talking about substance abuse right now, so let's focus on that. Anybody with a substance abuse issue, I don't care what your substance is, we can help you. And I'm saying that with confidence because Friends with Disabilities helped me come back to a 90% sober person. Notice I did not say 100, and you'll hear that again from me. It's never 100. It's a day-to-day struggle. And it is a struggle mentally. So I've used Friends with Disabilities to have people that I could turn to that helps me, professionals, and you'll get the same treatment. All you gotta do is join us. It's free. Free, Free. Free. All our trips, free. Our professional counselors, free. Our members who will mentor you, help you, free. There's no excuse, and we eat good, free. And this is why we're in this position to help people with disabilities. Now, I'm not gonna ramble on anymore because I want you to hear this audio. And after audio, I'll be back. And anybody that wants help, please, we're right here. All right? Well, hope you listen to this segment. And if it touches you in a way that you want to reach out, please do. Call me personally, 248-460-6070. I'll be right back. Thank you.
If you know a friend, family member, or anyone that could benefit from Friends with Disabilities, please share this broadcast with them. If you would like to join FwD, please visit our website where you can fill out an FwD application, and we can follow up with you to become a part of our organization.
Welcome, everyone. Before I go live and put my face on this screen, there's some things I would like to talk about that deals with substance abuse. The definition of substance abuse is simple. You abuse a substance to a point where it becomes deficient to your well-being. You abuse a substance till it becomes deficient to your well-being. That means it's going to go against your body, your life, and what you have going on within your life. Now, this substance can be a range of things. It can be alcohol. It can be cocaine. It could be heroin. It could be crystal meth. It could be ecstasy. It could be Molly. It could be cigarettes. It could be regular table salt. But all these things lead to something that would destruct in your body or in your life. Now I'm here telling you because I'm very camera shy, and everybody that knows me knows that. And this is why my face is not on the screen for this particular segment. I will be on the screen because I've been asked to, but this part I just really can't. I'm being candid because Friends with Disabilities, that's what we do. We keep it real. And I was told about if I want someone to listen to me, then I need to listen as well. And what I was told was just be transparent. And this is a little bit I'm going to share with you guys. I've struggled with alcoholism for a while. And when I say alcoholism, I drink. I told you before, I spent 6 years drinking all day, every day. Now those years are over. I'm not at that point anymore. I'm 90% better. Notice I didn't say 100 because I think it's an everyday struggle. Now I'm better. I do have control over my drinking. But sometimes I do relapse and I decide to take a drink. Horrible decisions every time I do that. Now, I'm not a person that's been in trouble in my life. I don't bother people usually. But I did notice that when I put liquor into my body, as much as control I think I have, I really am not in total control. That bothers me. Therefore, I've been looking at this every day, all day, every day of my life for the rest of my life. It's a day-to-day process. Now, I'm here to talk to you about substance abuse because people with disabilities are 10 times as likely to abuse substances because we deal with depression, isolation, abandonment, and substance abuse on a daily basis. We go to substances because we do not get what we need from regular life. We feel we've been cheated in regular life, and we have, not by our own doing, but just by the cosmos, and we'll leave it at that. But we internalize that as if something's wrong with us. Listen, y'all, there's nothing wrong with us. God made us perfect. Even though we're imperfect to everybody around us, and we have to have people looking out for us all the time, our independence is so small. Our self-worth sometimes is not big, but we all share this together. And that's why Friends with Disabilities is here. If you are a friend with disabilities and you want to become a friend, then this is all you need to do. You give us a call. You email us. We'll talk to you. And whatever you want to share with us, we'll be able to help you. We'll get your resources that you need to get help. We'll give you the resources that you need to get help. The people in your life to help you. I did not come to this point where I'm strong enough to tell you this on my own. I needed help as
button.
well.
One notification.
I had to get help from others. And you need help from others too. You can't do it on your own. But don't feel ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed. We're all addicted to something. Every single person in this world. I don't care what it is. Somebody's addicted to something. But it seems as if people with disabilities, our addictions are detrimental to our health, to our life, our overall well-being. It does not have to be that way. I'll tell you a little bit about how I got over and how I'm still trying to get over. I'm not over, but I'm on top. It's because I pray. I'm not trying to convert anyone, but I pray. I have a relationship with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I believe in that. Sometimes I feel he lets me down. Sometimes I feel I let him down. But then I realize that it's all up to me, and I become stronger. Anybody who's dealing with substances, you need to call us. You really need to call us, because all of us are dealing with that underlying feeling of not being quite as good as everybody else. Something's wrong with us. People judging us everywhere we go, by sight or by word of mouth. That's not cool. But we deal with this every day, and that compounds everything, and that makes us use more substances. But we don't have to, because we can be a unit, a community, and support each other. Say, hey man, we're not doing that tonight, man. Let that go. We can do that. And with Friends with Disabilities, that's what we need. We need you. When I say we need you and we love you, I mean that, because I really need y'all. The more support that we can get around us, that's thinking like us, going through the same emotions as us, we can't be stopped. There's strength in numbers. There's strength in belief. There's strength in knowledge. There's strength in hope. There's strength in perseverance. There's strength in people who are dealing with the same emotions. And all that strength equals strong. So let's be strong. I need your help. Now, I am not like I used to be. I do not drink every day. I do not try to get drunk. But let me share something with you. Out the blue, 2 weeks ago, I just felt I needed a drink. And people call this a trigger or a relapse. And I can't tell you what triggered it or what relapsed me. But I put that liquor inside of me, and it felt so great. And I felt total in control, but I was totally out of control. And I know that that's not what I want to represent as myself. And it, trust me, has cost me. And it will cost you too. You ain't getting away with it. You are not getting away with it. You think, okay, you were smooth this night, you got away with it that night, but you will not get away with it. Call us. Please, call me personally, 248-460-6070. I'm answering the phone, Paul Mayfield, right here. You have my government name. I'm letting you know. I will talk to you. We can find a solution to this. I don't care what you're on. It doesn't matter what substance it is. It's still abuse. Crack. Okay, let's talk about it. Cocaine, soft, let's talk about it. Crystal meth, let's talk about it. Whatever it is, heroin, it's all out there. We're all dealing with it. It's all around of us. It's all around us. And people with disabilities have more reason on ourselves to say, yeah, I'm going to do this because this is how I am. And that's why we're 10 times as likely to abuse substances. But we don't have to fall into that trap. Now, I admit I did fall into it. But guess what? I've been climbing out of it. And I'm at the rim where I'm about to tip over to the other side. And my hand is down, my foot is down, I'm reaching. And I'm trying to pull everybody up with my hand and my foot. Let's go. We ain't got to live like this no more. And that's what Friends with Disabilities is for. It's to build that segue between isolation and having a fruitful life. That's what it's about. And maybe I was a coward tonight not to put my face on a screen because I don't want you to see the shame that's really inside of me. But I do want you to hear the strength that is within me. I will never go back to abusing substances to a way that will discredit me, my name, who I am, and what God has put me here to be. I will never be outside of myself to a point where it embarrasses me and people around me and make others feel less. I've made a pledge to do what I need to do, regardless of whatever, to remain consistent. I want to be a pillar of honesty. I want to be a community of knowledge. I want to support more than any safety net could. I want to be there even seen and unseen. Friends with Disabilities is created for that. So give us a chance, guys. Give us a chance. We're pouring our hearts out to you, and our membership has grown tremendously. We thank you so much for all of our new members, and we ask that you please keep continuing to recruit more people. Stay tuned with us. Keep coming on our adventures. We had bowling. We had to turn people away, guys, during the pandemic. And we were allowed to rent out the entire bowling alley, and it went off. We had so much food, snacks, pizza. The people had to take stuff home. And we need you, because now we're about to expand because people are starting to get vaccinated. And by the way, 85% of people who are involved with Friends with Disabilities have been vaccinated. And we're proud of that. Yeah, I know. So we're very grateful that people are listening, and we have a chance to make a difference in our society by just being smart. And we're smart. We have disabilities, but we are very smart. Trust me. All I can tell you is that this has been a very difficult subject for
Wilton
me.
DRSE 12. 2 notifications.
Very difficult subject for me because I'm dealing with it even to this day. And I think you know the saying, one day at a time. That doesn't just go with life in general. It goes with addictions as well, just one day at a time. Because one day you might be able to say, I ain't touching that. Then the next day, you might just touch it. And not just touch it, but feel it, and absorb it, and love it. And it will change your whole dynamic, just one thought. That's what addiction is. Don't judge somebody because of what they're addicted to. Please don't do that. Because it's hard for that person. You have no idea unless you yourself have been in those shoes. Now, I have been in those shoes. So I'm telling you right now, don't judge. Just like I'm not sitting here judging you for having a disability, and I hope you ain't judging me for having one. I'm not judging you for having an addiction. Don't judge me for having one. And that's keeping it real. Let's help each other so we don't have any of that. That's the purpose. That's the point. That's why we're here. I cannot come more candid than that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will plug myself in live in a moment. And I had to say this without being on camera because it's just so personal to me. So excuse me, forgive me. Don't stop loving me. Don't stop supporting friends with disabilities. And please, anybody that's feeling like us, we need to hear from you. You're the one I want to hear from, man, woman, or child. It does not matter. Whatever addiction, it does. Trust me, I can't judge. I cannot judge because I've been a victim of addiction. And I'm still
Wilton DRSE
going
12. 2
every
notifications.
Single day by day. Some days I make it. Some days I don't. And that's real from Paul Mayfield, Friends with Disabilities. About to holler at you in a minute. Thank you for tuning in. I love all you.
At Friends with Disabilities, throughout this year, we will highlight a disability on our website and on our broadcast. Please enjoy this interview with Tracy Coleman. Also, feel free to go to our website where we feature What is Amputation? With great information that will inform you regarding this disability.
Thanks for listening. And I've already received calls on the line and text messages. I'm going to help all of you. We're going to help you. Us at Friends with Disabilities, because you reached out to us and we appreciate that. Now, what you just heard me talk about, that came straight from the heart because that's what we do. We keep it real here. And I need your help too. I mean, a call from you and I'm helping you, that helps me. So let's spread that around and let's help each other all the way around. And you don't have to have an addiction or be on any substance. But if you need help in any way, shape, or form due to your disability, we can address that. And I promise you it'll be the best decision you ever made. It was the best decision I've ever made. Now, at Friends with Disabilities, every month we have a topic that deals with subjects we all face as people with disabilities. Of course, this month was substance abuse. We're 10 times as likely to abuse substance because we have a disability. And then there's also a highlight that we do every month that highlights a disability. This month, it will be amputees, people who have had their limbs removed for whatever reason. We have veterans who have joined us who have lost limbs. We also have Tracy Coleman, who is a young lady that you will meet on our interview coming up in about 2-3 minutes. You'll hear from her, and she has a candid story and she has advice to share with anyone out there. And we are looking forward to pairing Tracy with our 2 new veterans who have lost their limbs serving for us and for our country, fighting for our freedom and keeping us safe at home. So we do have work to do, but it's good work. It's God's work. So without further ado, please sit back, listen. It'll be audio, but you can still interact with us by typing in your comments, by calling, or emailing. We're right here. And trust me, Sharmise and I work 24 hours a day. We we wake up in the middle of the night helping people, because this is worldwide. Thank you.
All right. Well, first of all, I would like to say thank you, Ms. Coleman, for allowing us to interview you and to be a spotlight for Friends with Disabilities this month. We are featuring people who have suffered the anguish of being an amputee. And to all our listeners, Tracy is a double amputee, and I will allow her to explain her situation. But here at Friends with Disabilities, every month we're going to have one of our members. We're going to come on, and they're going to tell you a little bit about themselves and how they have persevered through their various disabilities. And today we have a wonderful member that we want to highlight. Her name is Tracy Coleman, and she's with us now. She's on the line, actually. So we want to bring her forth to tell you a little bit about her. Tracy, welcome.
Oh, Paul.
We are here to get into your business, and we want to know a little bit about yourself. Can you tell our listeners something about you so we can have an idea of who you are?
Okay, so, yes, my name is Tracy, and I resided in Chicago about 20 years ago. As you stated, I'm a bilateral amputee. I became an amputee because I accidentally locked myself out of a building on a fire escape in Chicago during a record-breaking blizzard. And I ended up with frostbite that developed like gangrene.
Wow.
And so they had to amputate both of my legs below the knee. And, I had to relearn how to walk and had to relearn how to do everything.
Now, how long has it been since that incident?
17 years now. That was back in 2004.
Okay, so 17 years you have been dealing with this new onset of having to live your life and regroup. How did you make it through that, Tracy?
Oh, by the grace of God, to be honest. I just, prayed a lot and just, I wouldn't quit. I wouldn't give up. I just would, keep encouraging myself and always would keep something positive, on, in my home, like I would try to surround myself with positive people, listen to positive messages, in my car, read positive, inspiring books and speakers on TV, just anything uplifting. I would try to, just flood my spirit and system with uplifting things.
Positivity.
Positivity.
Yes. And to those people who are listening, we do have a young man and we have a young woman who they're not double amputees, but they did lose limbs fighting overseas. And getting back to America, of course, they were having problems adjusting. What would you say to those two individuals? And by the way, they are part of Friends with Disabilities, which you will be meeting on our next outing. And can you just give those two members of us, of Friends with Disabilities, a little bit of how can they readjust in life? Because you had to relearn how to do everything. Now they have to relearn how to maneuver with being an amputee and the depression that comes with it. And one of them has went to substances, which we're going to talk about later. Our overall topic tonight is substance abuse. Although we're highlighting you with an amputee, we do have an amputee who has been battling with substance abuse, and he'll be able to tell you his story. But what can you say to the gentleman and the young lady who has fought for our country and they've come back and they're no longer the same?
I would just say, get out the house, don't stay inside the house, and be careful what you allow in your ear gates. When people say things that are, maybe negative, don't don't absorb it.
Yes.
Just build yourself up, encourage yourself. Say, just try to have a positive script plan in your head at all times. That's what I do. Just try to encourage yourself, keep yourself motivated and going.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Tracy, because keeping your head up and getting out the house is the first thing you said. And that's what we do at Friends with Disabilities. And you're aware of that because you're a participant and you have been an active member for well over a year, and we appreciate you. Now we have 2 newcomers, and the first thing that you as a member of Friends with Disabilities suggested is get out the house. And that's what we specialize in. We specialize in putting a smile on somebody's face, whether through introducing you to someone new, some people that are new, or taking you on an event, getting you out the house. We just went bowling last week. How was that, Tracy?
Oh yeah, that was really fun. Now, I went the first time, but the second time I wasn't able to participate.
Okay.
But,
we'll be going another place next month. We're going to have a concert in the park, barbecue style, and we're going to do it up that way. So you'll be able to meet the aforementioned members that I talked about. They're new, and your name first came up because you're dealing with what they're going through right now. And we'll make that connections because that's what we do. We build connections, and we want you to connect with them and just talk to them. And we're going to be in a fun atmosphere, and it's no script because we keep it real here, and just let them know, look at you. I mean, you driving again, correct?
Yeah, I drive. I walk my treadmill. I have a treadmill. I've gone to my 3rd treadmill. I just bought another treadmill, so I'm getting ready to get that one installed and set up. And, I went to college for a few semesters.
Yes.
Back to school. I just, like I said, I do everything a little slower, but I'm still able to do all the same things I used to do and much more.
Okay, Tracy, you know what? You've made me inspired just because you've started off tonight saying you surround yourself with positivity. You have a support system. Your faith is strong in the Lord. You also are a member of Friends with Disabilities, so you are meeting people and you're also going on outings. You participate. That is the recipe for success. What really it is. And what you're doing, I'm proud of you. And I hope all of our listeners, whatever disability that you have, you need to listen to what Tracy's telling you. She had to learn how to do things over again. Things that we were trying to do at 1 year old, and that's walk. And now she's driving again. She's working out. Hey, guys, it's never over. And she's a testament of how strength and faith and positivity can allow you to persevere. Tracy, in closing, is there anything that you want to tell people out here who are looking at you right now? Because trust me, you have a lot of people all over who are listening to your words, and they want to know, can you tell me, Tracy, that can make me be like you?
Well, it's been 17 years, but when I look back and just to sum it up in a nutshell, I just say, just keep the faith, and don't give up on yourself, and keep your head held high, no matter what the naysayers say, no matter what. Don't doubt yourself. Just believe in yourself and keep your head held high, no matter what. Never look down on yourself, and just, stay strong and grounded, and keep positivity flowing in all directions. Just submerge yourself in positivity and
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. And here at Friends with Disabilities, we'll bring all those emotions to the forefront so we can deal with them in a positive way. And Tracy has joined us, and now she was doing good when she joined us, but it took some strength for people to reach out and say, look, I have a disability too, but I like what you guys are doing, so I want to be a part of it. And for those of you who are listening, Tracy made those moves. She kept moving in a perpetual forward motion to try to increase her day-to-day living. And she's done that, guys, just by being positive, by keeping her faith, by joining Friends with Disabilities. Now she has people to call and lean on. She also has people that she's helping. What she's doing right now is God's work. She's helping people heal from within. And that's powerful. Tracy, we thank you so much. We are going to highlight you, and we're going to show everyone that it happened to you, but it doesn't have to stay that way. We can persevere. We're going to build connections continuously with Friends with Disabilities. We're going to stay close, and we're always going to check on you and make sure you're okay, and if you need anything. Now, Tracy, I'm going to ask you live on the air. There's going to be a lot of people calling myself and Charmise and trying to ask you questions. Would you like them to email you or to call you or text you?
I mean, they can call me, they can email me, but I don't have texting abilities because I don't have a cell phone.
That's fine.
On my landline phone, or they can email me.
Okay, because I already know, right? I could tell right now there's going to be people who really have questions for you, and I already have 2 of them. So, thank you for your time. Thank you for being a member of Friends with Disabilities. Thank you for being so candid and sharing your life with us. And we welcome positivity that you bring. So thank you.
No problem, Paul. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. In closing, is there anything else? Anything that you wanted to say? The floor is yours.
No, I just want to say, it doesn't matter what it looks like, with God, all things are possible. And it truly was just, it is my faith in God that keeps me strong, honestly. I'm just a regular, average person, just get up each day and just keep telling myself I can do it, I can get through this. I like to psych myself up and, have support, like you said, the reaching out to others, Friends with Disabilities, Charmise, and people like you, Paul, and my family and the church, and just doing the day-to-day things that I normally do and not giving up on things, activities that I enjoy, and just getting out and staying, involved. And that's, keep doing, and then just setting goals, aiming higher. I want to learn how to swim. That's something I've never been able to do. Okay. I didn't know how to swim before I lost my legs, so I'm getting ready to learn I'm getting ready to start taking swimming lessons,
Amen. Now see, that's perseverance right there. And that's exactly the type of energy that we have here at Friends with Disabilities. Tracy, we want to thank you for being here and able to be a conductor on God's train. And we're going to move forward and we're going to keep helping people. So I am not going to put your number on the line, but I do have people who want to talk to you. And I will make sure that they have a chance to. And thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for being part of Friends with Disabilities and avid member who's always there, always can be counted on. We appreciate you, Tracy Coleman. Hello, everyone. We're back again with Tracy Coleman. We had to take a small break. Tracy has been compelled in her heart to tell you a little bit more about her experience and how real it can really get. Now, this is the person who has strong conviction. Her faith is strong. She's positive, and she really is uplifting people and doing God's work. She wants people to understand that there is no fakeness inside her. She's coming at you to help you, not to pacify you. And with that being said, I would like to ask Tracy one last question. Tracy, with our transparency, the way that Friends with Disabilities operate, what do you have to say to the people that need your words right now?
Well, I want to say that when you first become disabled, you're going to have people that may try to challenge you or look down on you. That's just keeping it real. But don't allow that to define you. Don't let your disability define you, or the looks or the comments, because That's just the way society is. They do it across the board to everybody. It's not personal. It's nothing personal against you or me or no one else. Anybody with a disability would be treated in that way, but it's something because when I became disabled, when I left the hospital, I was in my wheelchair, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought I went from being treated like a person to like being not even a human, just that fast. I'm like, what's going on? You know, I'm not even a human being anymore. And it took a while for me to have to build up my self-worth and to realize my worth again, you know. And all I can say is your self-esteem will be tested, you know, and attacked. But you have to realize that you're still a human being and that your legs don't define you. And that there's more interesting things about you than just your legs. I mean, you have your head and your heart, you know, and just don't allow that to be, you know, don't let people break you down. Keep your head held high. You know, don't let people project their own insecurities off onto you because they don't feel good about themselves. They might try to make, you know, use that as, because some people are handicapped, but they're handicapped inwardly, and they will, because ours is visible, they'll try to focus on that and try to make you feel uncomfortable because it's obvious. But don't take the bait. We're all beautiful.
That's right. Amen. And Tracy, you just brought up a profound point because I still deal with that. As a black man out here trying to be positive, and with me growing up in the reputation that I have, people see me now and are like, what happened to Paul? Ain't nothing happened to me, man. I can't see anymore. You know, I still have the same spirit. I'm still the same person. But when you said that, how people look at you and how people treat you, you're not a full human anymore. And we feel that way at first. But then when I hear you talking, there's something that came into your life that allowed you to be tough enough to say, forget what they're saying, forget what they're thinking. They are not going to determine who I am. And those are your words. And I'm wondering, how long did it take for you to get to the point where you're saying, look, I'm going out here, I will do what I want to do. I don't care who's looking. Because they really don't matter. All they do is make us feel uncomfortable because all eyes are on us. People with disabilities, we have it bad, trust me. But through Friends with Disabilities, we're making it better because we understand those emotions. You just shared that with us. Now, I'm asking you, how did you change your mind to say, I don't care what they think about me. I'm moving forward?
You know, like I said earlier, I just started, I would just saturate myself with a lot of positivity, a lot of positive, sources like, books and just media and whatnot, and positivity from others, friends and whatnot, and just watching who I'm aligning myself with. And
okay. So basically, what I'm getting is you decided that the only way for me to get out of how I'm feeling is to surround myself with total positivity. And
right, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yep, I align myself with positive people, and I just, you don't take everything at face value,
yes.
And I just realized I am a whole person. I am whole. It doesn't matter, this is true. Like, I am a human being.
Yes, you are.
And that doesn't change because I don't have my legs anymore.
That's right.
And that's just the reality of it, and because somebody else has their own issues doesn't mean that I have to allow that to be projected on me, forced on me.
Amen. There you go.
I have to receive that.
Yeah, Tracy, this is exactly why we have these conversations. And I'm letting anybody out there who's listening, when you join Friends with Disabilities, you'll meet Tracy, you'll meet myself, you'll meet Charmise, you'll meet Carlis, you'll meet our veterans, you'll meet everyone who has something to say or someone that can probably help you. Now, Tracy and I, we've been where you are. Everybody involved with Friends with Disabilities, we've been where you are. And we will tell you what roads to travel and what roads, if you're having difficulty with, we can help you along the way. That's what we are here for. And we are so glad that Tracy is a part of our team because she has a powerful testimony. And I tell you, she does keep it real. You guys just wait till you meet her and we go hang out. She's a real person. Yes, she's a full human, a beautiful Black, God-fearing woman. So let me let you know that first off. And when you are part of Friends with Disabilities, we bring you together, we build connections, and we have fun. And we're glad, absolutely glad to have Tracy come and join us for our spotlight for this month for being a double amputee and a child of God and someone who still can smile and laugh, and she has a beautiful laugh. So if she can do it, I can do it. We all can do it. Amen?
Amen.
All right, Tracy, I ain't gonna take up too much more of your time. I just want to thank you for your candid words and being transparent. And we will have you highlighted on our website for the entire month. And anybody need to get in touch with Tracy, anybody need questions from Tracy, get in contact with me or Charmise, and we'll let you talk to her because she has a lot to say. She's a good woman. Thank you, Tracy, and God bless you.
You too. Thanks, Paul.
Okay. Good night.
Bye-bye.
In closing, we want to thank you for all of your support. Everyone who has ever donated, went to our website, asked questions about Friends with Disabilities, or volunteered, or anyone who's ever wanted to be a part of us, we thank you. If we haven't heard from you at this point, please reach out to us. We know how difficult it is for people who have disabilities. We want to take our independence into our own hands a little bit that we have left, or whatever we do have left. And that comes down to decision making. And we can make our own decisions no matter what. So we're asking that you decide to be on Friends with Disability side. And we want to help. That's all. It's free of charge, everything that we do. We want you, we need you, and we love you already. We felt the pain. Now let's share some joy together. And that's what we're all about. Please get in touch with Friends with Disabilities. And when you do that, you'll be glad you did. We want to thank everyone who's ever contributed in any way, shape, or form. We want to give a special shout out to Yolanda Lavender, Striker, for always looking out for us and believing in us and giving us a chance. And if you want to see who else believes in Friends with Disabilities, go to our website and you'll see all of our contributors and how we do what we do. And thanks again. And the love is abundant. Good night.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope that today's broadcast has helped you. If you know a friend, family member, or anyone that could benefit from Friends with Disabilities, please share this broadcast with them. If you would like to join FwD, please visit our website where you can fill out a FwD application and we can follow up with you to become a part of our organization. If you would like to contribute a donation to FwD, feel free to use any of our donation options, which can also be found on our website, friendswithdisabilities.org/donate, Cash App, PayPal by mail, Givelify, and Amazon Smile. We thank you in advance for your contribution. and join us for next month's FwD broadcast. During this time, please remember to be safe, be well, and be blessed.